Okay, so let's focus on the center information display right now. You can see that we have a bunch of icons on the screen. So the first one we're going to choose is settings. We're going to go down here to settings. We're going to hit driver profile. We're going to hit add new profile. We're going to put in our name. I'm going to use Guru, since I'm the Subaru Guru. Hit next. Normally you hit add cell phone. This will pop up. You go to your cell phone profiles. Then you can go into Bluetooth, and then you hit pair. After that, we would normally not have to hit skip, but then you go to your home address since this one has navigation, and so you can put in whatever your home address is. I'll just use a random address right now. So you can see right now we're putting in our address, and we are currently waiting for this thing to finish loading. So we're going to choose this, hit save. You can put in your work address as well. You can go over here, choose your background. I like the mountains, so we're going to choose the mountains. And so now when we hit the home screen, you can see that our back screen is now the mountains that we chose. So the next thing we're going to do is go and move around our display icons. So we don't need the maps because we have a hard map button. We'll take Starlink off because for the most part, all you want to use is Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Then we're going to go to my Subaru. We're going to sweep that over as well, because as you find out in the next video, that you don't really need that function as well. We're going to go up to settings. We're going to go to media. We're going to move that because we also have a media button right there. And finally, add shortcuts. We have to take this one off finally. And so this is what you're left with. When you have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, it'll automatically populate right here. Otherwise, you can go to your apps. I'm actually going to switch apps and radio because I think radio is a little bit more useful. So this is how your screen is going to look when you're done, if you choose to set it up the way that I suggest right now. So now we're going to go over the bottom buttons. You have your volume knob. You have your tune knob. This will also act as a scroll inside the settings menu. You have your home, radio, map, apps, and media. These will go next song, last song, and also if you're in the radio, will tune your radio stations. So you can see that'll be like going over, or you can tune with this as well. If you want to save a radio station, press and hold. It doesn't matter what band it is, so you can do all of them on the same row. You don't have to choose special bands for AM, FM, or XM anymore. You have a total of 18, so you don't need to worry about that either. I always suggest having HD radio on right here. Other than that, that's everything you need to know about the radio. You have a CD changer right here. It is only one CD. Next, we're going to go over settings. Everything in here is pretty straightforward for the Crosstrek. You have access to your Wi-Fi hotspot. You can turn that on and off right here. Then you can choose your password. Other than that, there's nothing else that you're going to want to change right here. Then we'll go to sound. This is going to be our EQ, so we can mess with like bass, mid, treble. We can move everything around. Let's say we want to go back. We can hit reset, and that takes everything back to 0. Next, we have entertainment volume, which is going to be how loud our music is. Auxiliary gain is going to be if when we plug our phone into the aux cord, if it's not super loud, we can turn that up and get it a little bit louder. Microphone volume is actually microphone gain. So if people can't hear you on the other side of your phone conversations, you can turn that up. Navigation volume is the turn-by-turn directions. Phone volume is how loud a phone call is. Ringtone volume is how loud the phone rings when a call is coming in. Speech and voice recognition volume is going to be for like Siri or the in-car. Alert sounds is when stuff pops up, and beep sounds is when you touch. We're at phone, so you can reorganize your cell phones when you add them, or you can add a new device if you don't wish to do it when you do your driver profile. Navigation we'll leave alone because everything's actually pretty set up well inside this. Low fuel warning is maybe the one thing you want to turn on or off. Some people don't like it, so won't worry about it. And we'll take a quick stop right here. Okay, so like I said, the only thing that you really need to change in navigation is the low fuel warning. We'll come over here to vehicle now, and you can see right now we have auto clock adjustment, we have interior light, We have our keyless entry system. You don't have auto door lock and unlock in the Crosstrek or Impreza. The only thing that might be useful is if you have kids or you end up carrying a lot of stuff. It's really convenient to have the driver door unlock do every single door rather than just the driver door. It is a safety feature from Subaru to help prevent carjacking. So if somebody's on the other side of the car and you don't want them to get in, having just the driver door open prevents that from occurring. So keep that in mind when you enable or disable that. Otherwise, I keep mine like that. Defogger is just going to be your rear window defogger down here. That'll stay on for 15 minutes, or you can set it to continuous. Inside California or more milder climates, it's not super necessary, but if you go someplace that's super cold, it's nice to have it on continuously so that way your windshield won't ice up even when it's super, super cold. Welcome lighting is going to be, since this car has the keyless entry, that means when you hit the unlock button and you have your headlights set to auto, your headlights will turn on, giving you a sort of floodlight. One-touch lane change is something I demonstrated all the way in the second video or the third video with the steering wheel, showing you that if you do a half stroke, it'll do the 3 clicks. Auto light sensor, that'll just mess with how sensitive the photo sensor is inside the windshield, so that way it'll turn the lights on as soon or late as possible. So you can see minimum is going to be, it'll wait till it's basically pitch black out, or max will wait until it's about dusk or so. Other than that, that's everything that you need to know about the center display for the Subaru, and as you can tell, I actually had to switch vehicles right now. So everything is the same. You can see even this car doesn't have the navigation, it just has the phone button instead. So that's the differences between the vehicles that have the navigation versus the ones that don't, but still maintain the 8-inch screen. Everything that I went over with the 8-inch screen will still function with the 6.5 though. Alright, we're going to focus on our air conditioning controls next, and then we'll go and move to the X mode button later.